matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Dog, whose mic is that? Whose mic is that? Who was that?
Cousins looking to put it up right away. And Cook has it left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. They saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023.
What you say? What you say? I'm here now, nigga.
After the incomplete pass, here now is
I had to leave my party, go to game chat, see what you here talking about.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They get
you said it's easy money over here.
3rd and 4. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
That touchdown you got was bullshit. You caught me in the middle of doing something.
They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis
I'll let you have it, though.
And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis.
So they have Jalen Hurts throwing the ball so bad on here. So bad.
Last week was any indication we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent. to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action now. Cousins. Well, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. To throw again on second down. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get it...
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Once again with Sanders. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mercedes Lewis. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson.
You knew that was a pick. That's why you stood there.
First down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down throw for Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On third down, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense
tried it, motherfucker. You tried it.
Stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out.
Tried to run his ass over.
Possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal.
Cut my team! Cut my team! Broncos! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulting in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Cousins. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Cousins now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On play action, Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's been quite the impressive career resurgence for Hassan Reddick. Focusing now more on rushing the passer, the linebacker's 23.5 sacks in his last 2 seasons.
Third and long for Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Fourth down, Cousins. Dancing to his left. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On second down, Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw, Cousins. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll run for it with Cook. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On the option, it'll be Hurts. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Hot 70, hot 70.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 132 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now the 2nd-year man. Here's Kenneth Gainwell. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Again, a run with Gainwell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Cousins now to throw on first down. They're going for Jefferson downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Fucking killed me. I ran into a fucking corner.
With his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick.
I didn't even fucking mean to do that.
He just got the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself.
I didn't even try that. I panicked. I fucking panicked.
Right there.
Fuck, it ain't been going too well with my Eagle boys, man.
And now the kick is away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, smash Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big Philly. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready. Ready.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Cousins here to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Cousins to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
Here's Hurts to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Smith will come in motion right.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.